Greetings, everyone. I trust all is well with everyone out there. I'm returning back to continue to spread on Ariana Taylor, 23-year-old from Gary, Indiana. That was last seen, I believe it was the 3rd of April, the 2nd or the 3rd. I just know that her car was found, totaled, crashed, but she is still missing, and no one knows about her whereabouts. Her family does not know what happened to her. There are conflicting stories. I haven't followed up too much with the case, only because I don't want it to influence my spread. So I just take what I need at that time and proceed from there. And so I'm coming back to see if I can get further insight into what happened with Ariana Taylor. What else? So, yeah, this is going to be basically the first spread. The last one I did was, it was something I normally do in the background, but I felt guided to record it midway, and so I did and uploaded that. Pardon the noise if you hear anything in the background. So that's pretty much well, that's what happened with yesterday. Me putting out a video on her yesterday, which actually lasted a little longer as well. But I'm gonna see if I can find out what else is going on with this sister, and with the hopes of like gaining some type of insight through spirit and the cards that are dealt. I'm only the conduit and the messenger for it, and so the cards that come out, I do have to honor them and and try to dissect the cards, like, tell the story to the best of my ability. There might be times I miss, or I hit, or I miss, but it happens. We're not expected to know all the answers. We're just a piece of it, the puzzle. So I'm gonna shuffle in like I normally do with my own oracle deck that is handcrafted with my own keywords and pictures and symbols, and see what other information I could pull out regarding Ariana Taylor. I already did my prayer, protection, cleansing before this video. I normally do, so now I could proceed on. Okay. I want to make sure I go forward. Please prevail. So we have gifts, long distance, paid, hopefully I could see it. Okay, so the paid and the long distance and gifts is what came out right now. And what this is telling me is when there was like some type of exchange, giving and receiving. Someone was gifted something, or someone gifted something to someone else. And this was someone possibly a long distance, or someone from an outside area. And then we have paid. That's in the hidden position. So I have to look further deeper into it, but it seems what I'm seeing here, along with yesterday's reading, that possibly could someone have been paid, could someone have been gifted something, someone from along that's not from the area, that traveled a long distance or whatever, but I would have to further look into it. So I'm going to shuffle again. Please. Ariana Taylor. Spirit, would you like me to know? Ancestor Spirit Guides. Okay. The thank you card flipped over. Normally, when this type of card comes out, again, this is someone received something from someone, because the thank you card fell out, flipped right over. So I got from another sister as well that it can also mean a thank you from Spirit for shedding light onto this situation on Ariana Taylor's case. So it can also mean that. So salute to Undisputed for that one. I gotta give props where it's due. So but this right here is confirming somebody received something. Okay. Whoa. Traffic fell out. I'm going to clarify that in a minute. I just hope I don't forget. But the thank you came out. A detour flipped over. So I might as well just put it right here. Well, actually, what I'm going to do, because it did flip over, this is a thank you card. I'm going to acknowledge that card. I'm not going to put it back. So there was a detour made, long distance and detour. The thank you. So someone did receive something. Someone was paid somehow. It don't have to be money. It doesn't have to be like an actual gift, like a present. A gift can be anything. It can be a physical person. A plastic token or a trinket. A gift can be anything, but we clearly have someone making some exchanges here. Okay. Again, this alibi popped up last time in my last spread. The church. So I'm looking at, okay, I remember the alibi coming up in the last spread, and there was a male energy on that particular position. And then he has the detour, which again could have explained the situation with her car. Now the church, in this same position, strangely, I got like a school, but the church is could mean an actual place, an actual church, religion, someone, that's into religion, or someone even in her own path is very, spiritual, like religious, and believes in her higher power and her family. This could be their beliefs. So I have to go further in to see. There's a card here, this higher up card. This is a higher up card. I'm going to put that over there. I think it's been flipped over, but I'm not sure. So I'm just going to leave it out and keep my eye on that one in the back of my mind. Okay. Let's go back. Okay. We got everything. Okay, so the plug. Cues. And the pharma. So someone, now when I get the plug, this is talking about somebody having some sort of connection to a link of a few things and a few people. Like if you want to get something, or you want to make something happen, or you need help with removing something or doing something, or someone to tell a story for you or whatever, you need a plug, you need a connection, and this plug could have been the alibi, or is the alibi for said individual perpetrator that may know about Miss Taylor's whereabouts. The farmer, to me, means someone that exploits things, people, children, trafficking. It can also mean someone who's a farmer, who farms, who has big land and animals, and grows crops and things like that. But with this traffic that fell out, when I see that traffic farmer, I'm just trying to also put the puzzles together, the pieces together, but some type of exploitation going on over here. Or somehow Miss Taylor was exploited. Okay. Because that's when the farmer comes up. The plug, the farmer, accused. So we're looking, the farmer is talking about exploitation. The accused with the church must be, again, when I see the church, I put certain pictures into my cards for a reason, and they have different meanings. So you know, this can be an actual church, or someone can be near a church, you know, by a church somewhere, or inside of a church. Or it can be someone who's heavily into the church. Like, they claim to be one way in public or whatever, but behind the scenes there's something else. And next to the accused. But I'm gonna go in further for further insight and information to get more of a story. Now I'm going to now the detour exploited. There was a detour here, some gifts exchanged, someone was paid, long distance gifts, detour, exploited. Wherever she was supposed to go, or there was a detour in plans. This is what I'm picking up. There was a detour in her plans. In exploitation. All right, let me keep going. Clarify. Clarify gifts. Clarify gifts. Clarify gifts. Gotta make sure they're not sticking together. Clarify gifts. So the fire card. Angry. Impaired. All right. So now with the gifts in the fire element. Fire element talks about passion, creativity, and this can also mean intense outbursts, conflict, anger, self-destructive behavior, destruction. With the gifts coming, someone receiving, giving and receiving, detour. There was some anger definitely involved here because of it fell right on the long distance angries. So there was a lot of anger here. And I'm sorry, Miss Taylor herself may have also been impaired. And it's laying right next to this paid. Was someone paid to purposely sabotage her fundamentals? Could it have been done on purpose? Because we know these things happen. These type of things happen. Someone will purposely mess with your drink, give you a drug that can be fatal consequences to you. Slip things into your drink or whatever with an ulterior motive. So, was someone paid to do that? Is the question. So someone definitely was given something, like a giving and receiving, an angry giving. This wasn't like a nice gift either. This was some type of exchange that happened. And it was a fire element. It was of anger, angry, envious type energy. All right, I'm going to clarify with I'm sorry, I want to make sure you guys could see the whole card, because sometimes you can't. Let me make sure everything is. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, I hope you can see it. All right. I'm gonna clarify gifts using my Mildred Payne Oracle deck, just to tap into it a little more. I could continue on with my own, but with this one, is just with this Oracle deck, it helps me look at things from a different angle. So, Spirit, please clarify gifts. Clarify gifts. Again, fire. This was not a good gift. Whoever did this giving, she was on the receiving end, unfortunately. When I say that, but this is supposed to be passion. You know, fire means passion too, but it can also be a consuming utter emotion, an emotion of destruction. Someone with a lot of anger and pent up emotions. So that's clarifying the gift right there, and with the fire right there, clarifying it. My own card clarified it, but I used this to clarify it, and it came out the same. Okay. Clarify long distance. Honey, why is long distance here? Clear vision. Clear vision. Spirit, give me clear vision. Why is long distance here? Why is long distance here? Punishment. So, right there in between, we got the long distance, the scourge. I have a hard time pronouncing that, but what this means is someone, it means extreme suffering, shame, brutality, discipline, subjugation. So someone may have, went through a long distance, a long way to exert this type of energy onto this young lady. Extreme punishment. And what she went through was brutal. Because this is along her path and people around her. Subjugation, punishment, brutality, extreme suffering. And so she had went through some suffering and brutality behind whoever is responsible, the perpetrator that played a part in this. Clarify paid. Clarify paid. Clarify paid. Clarify paid. I'm on clarify paid. Okay, so we have the fish. We have the fish. So the fish talks about pregnancy, suspicion. The fish can mean someone, or it can also mean a birth. It can mean a few different things. It can mean good fortune and not so good, but unconscious thoughts. So, but the fish here is coming up with the impaired here. It's like right in the between, because we have the unconscious thoughts and pregnancy and good fortune. So someone was looking to get something out of this, because the fish can represent good fortune or money. It represents some type of material gain, money, or however you want to see people go out that way. However you determine to be good. Like, what's fortune for you? You know what I mean? So, let me continue. Clarify impaired. Clarify impaired. Clarify impaired. The umbrella. The umbrella can talk about someone needing protection from a set of events that was outside, like out of their control. Negative forces, protection from forces that was beyond their control. Okay, needing to be protected from this. Another thing, it can also mean someone being like something being covered up, shielded, protected. Like you need the umbrella so you don't get wet, right, from the rain. I also find that when this card comes up too, it can suggest to me that something is covered up, or someone, or something. But she was definitely, I'm not going to say definitely, but from what I'm picking up and feeling is she was impaired at the time. Like she was not in her right mind at all. And there may have been somebody that tampered with it, like gave her something that that they knew will cause her to have a bad reaction from. So let me keep going. I would love to know. Clarify church. I may have to clarify this with one of my regular cards. Clarify angry, even though I don't need to, but because it says everything I need to there. So I'm going to go with clarify alibi. Clarify alibi. Someone, the owl is someone having keen observation, observing something, having knowledge of something or someone. So that's what it can mean. Clarifying the alibi. This is an owl. This is someone that has knowledge of something in keen observation. So, people are in the know of what happened. People are in the know of what happened. And then with this, and then with the plug, I'm gonna clarify the plug. Clarify plug. Protection, the shield. So the plug is like a defensive barrier, you know, preservation, protection. So this plug was needed, like a sense of protection to shield them, you know, from whatever it is that they're trying to hide or get away from or cover up. The plug in the shield is letting me know with the owl that there was some protection needed. There was some shielding that needed to happen here. Going to clarify. Let me try something. I'm gonna move over, do something a little different again. Like sometimes it be so spontaneous. Like I don't even know I'm gonna do it. I just get this pull to do it, and I just gotta do it. Alright, let me go back in with something else. My own. Clarify. Clarify messages. Clarify messages. Excuse me. The weapon. The weapon flew back out again. I'm going to place it in the right area though. The weapon goes right here. Clarify. Just wanted to flip out on its own power. Clarify the church. Sabotaged. Accuse. The snake. Okay, so someone weapon and power, a detour, and there was a weapon and power, angry weapon and power. So okay, there was a detour that was made. And again, a weapon could have been anything. It could have been verbal abuse. It could have been an actual gun. It could have been a car. Anything could be used as a form, like anything can be used as a weapon. And it fell right here. This was at the head. So this was, and there was also a detour that happened. So again, this young lady may have been trying to go one way, but events led, something happened within that span, like, and completely changed the turn of events, the chain of events. And the power here with the farmer is letting me know that someone, this person, this perpetrator or energy here, wanted to gain power over the situation. This is letting me know that there was someone else opposing this power. So they wanted to exploit the situation with power and weapon. You know, what weapon of choice, not sure. Again, it could have been anything. I do know that it was a lot of verbal abuse, a lot of anger. There was some envy going on. She was definitely impaired. A lot of twists and turns on this spread. With the long distance. I'm wondering where her car may have been found. That they just put it there. But could she be completely taken out of town? Like, she's not going, probably, most likely not even in, it may not even be in the area. Now, this is just, you know, allegedly in my speculation, but I'm wondering if this could be an angle as well. Could she have been moved completely away from that area? But her car was put in that particular area. So we're looking at exploitation, someone trying to gain power over her or over the situation, a weapon of any type, any kind, abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse. There was a detour in plans. So whomever she was supposed to be with, hang with, I don't know, meet up with, there was some type of detour. I know from the last spread there is a man. There was a man in the background. And this owl with the keen observation. If you look, remember my last spread, the book, the knowledge, the school, the book in the school came up. The owl is also about knowledge. So someone, again, may have been seeking some type of knowledge out on this young lady. I don't know, was she targeted on purpose or what? But she wasn't around, you know, people, I would say friends, that's for sure. The accusing snake. When the farmer, again, who was here to exploit the situation and gain power over it, is also the snake. A snake is two different energies. It can carry a wise energy and it can carry a trickster-like energy. So they hold two different energies. And this is the type of snake that will smile in your face and stab you right in your back. Okay? The type of snake that will line you up. All right, for you to get for your demise. This is the type of snake you don't want around. Okay, and it's falling on top of the accused in the what I'm trying to say, the hidden position. So then we have sabotaged, and along this line, there was some sabotage that went on with the impairment, with her being impaired somehow, and the person that's responsible too is may not mentally be all there, meaning that they dealing with something, could be dealing with some type of psychological and emotional imbalances. Now with the sabotage in the church, sabotaged in church, could we be looking at someone that, well, you know, I don't want to say actual, I mean, again, anything is possible. When the cards come out, I have to read them. So the church can be an actual church, an actual place. This is just letting me know that this is an establishment or belief system. This was her faith, her loved one's faith, or the people along her path are close to a church, like meaning they go to church, they believe in a higher power or whatever, commit crimes on a weekend or weekday, and then go and pray for forgiveness on Sunday. Like that's going to make anything okay. But, you know, unfortunately, that's the mindset of some of these people. So I'm going to come back again to do another spread. I just wanted to, I wanted to get this out, and I'm being a little distracted in the background. I have to tend to something, so I'm gonna have to cut this video short. I didn't edit anything. I'm just gonna upload it as is. I thank you for watching. I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate the support coming in and the subscribers coming in. Thank you for your support and your love and encouragement. It helps me to keep going as well. And, you know, it goes a long way, let me tell you. Because, all right, I'm wanna go in on church real quick. Well, I did actually, but I'm gonna try with one of these, the Mildred Payne deck. Me church, clarify church, clarify church, clarify church, clarify church. So we have the moth. Now this is, and this could also mean her, you know, Miss Taylor herself, Ariana. But a moth is someone who's normally, it means transformation, you know, that's what it means. But it can also mean someone being a clingy type person, kind of needy, codependent type, likes to please others. I don't know if that's exactly what I pick up from this young lady, but that's the card that came out. But this is letting me know that that may have been the demise, because, you know, the moth is not always a bad thing. A moth is a beautiful insect. However, you know, it's like a moth to a flame. A moth to a flame. Whatever she was attracted to or clinged to, you know, it just was not for her own. It wasn't for her good. So. But yes, that's what the moth means. It can mean codependency, clinginess, neediness, transformation, self-sabotaging behavior as well. So, could she have played a part in this also? You know? So... snake. excuse me, and the Pharma and the Power. I don't really have to clarify them all. The Snake. The Snake with accusing chalice on top of the Snake. Or I could put it there at the chalice. This is about you know, some type of celebration or aspirations or abundance to be achieved. But with the chalice here, celebration is kind of like the gifts. So this individual was the Snake. This individual who came with this beautiful cup, you know, this nice cup of celebration and love and abundance or whatever, was actually the Snake in disguise. Okay, because this Snake comes again with two different energies. Okay, so there was definitely someone in her midst that was no good. Traffic. I got humanity, the pentagram on traffic. So with the pentagram coming up with traffic, I just thought to clarify it anyway. What that really means is a symbol of humanity. When the pentagram comes up, that's what, or you can view it as a pentacle or pentagram, depending on how you want to see it. But it's about material gain too. So, and choices, the sum of choices, but material gain, trafficking for material gain, and humanity is what it can also mean. Hold on, I'm coming now. So I'm gonna have to cut this live short. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back for another spread, and talk to you soon.